Section 22C, Nutrition. 22.8, Diet and Nutrition. Airmen are responsible for being mission-ready at all times and must recognize that nutrition plays an important role in maintaining good health and performance. Maintaining a healthy energy balance is important. Calories from foods and beverages need to be balanced with calories burned through metabolism and physical activity to meet individual metabolism and weight goals. Estimated calorie needs by age, sex, and physical activity level estimates range from 1,600 to 2,400 calories per day for adult women and 2,000 to 3,000 calories per day for adult men. Within each category, the low end of the range is for sedentary individuals and the high end of the range is for active individuals. Gradual changes incorporated into a healthy lifestyle are more likely to be maintained by following the key dietary guideline recommendations for a healthy eating pattern that account for all foods and beverages within an appropriate calorie level. Suggestions for a healthy eating pattern include a variety of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, fat-free or low-fat dairy, proteins, and healthy fats. While not everyone will develop the same diet and nutrition plans, there are several resources available for establishing healthy, active lifestyles. Note, maintaining a healthy weight is a key to health and readiness. An imbalance of calorie intake and lack of physical activity are primary causes for unintended weight gain and increased potential health risk. Being overweight or obese increases the risk of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, breathing problems, and some cancers. 22.9, Food for Fuel. Snacking and staying hydrated throughout the day can help maintain proper blood sugar levels, particularly during a workout. Carbohydrates can be digested relatively quickly and turn to energy that can be readily available within 30 to 60 minutes. After a workout, a snack or light meal may help replenish carbohydrates burned during exercise and convert them into energy storage, glycogen, for later use. Adding protein to a meal or snack helps rebuild muscle fibers worked during exercise. Simple, healthy snack ideas include low-fat yogurt, nuts and dried fruit, string cheese, and fruit bars. Note: an optimal composition of a post-recovery beverage or snack is a 4-to-1 carbohydrate to protein ratio. This means that for every 4 grams of carbohydrates, there should be 1 gram of protein. As an example, an 8-ounce glass of chocolate milk contains about 29 grams of carbohydrates and 8 grams of protein, which serves as a great post-recovery replenishment. 22.10, Micronutrients. Micronutrients include vitamins, minerals, trace elements, amino acids, and other essential nutrients. They are required in very small amounts for healthy living and are important for our bodies to function normally. Eating foods rich in micronutrients, such as whole grains and fresh fruits and vegetables, can promote healthy brain, heart, blood, and metabolism functions. Micronutrients can also prevent symptoms associated with micronutrient deficiency disorders. 22.11, Macronutrients. Macronutrients make up the bulk of the diet, supply energy, and provide many essential nutrients. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the primary fuel source used during exercise. An appropriate amount of carbohydrates is important to maintain glycogen stores for energy reserve. Carbohydrates increase blood glucose levels and supply energy and provide 4 calories per gram. Simple carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates increase blood glucose levels rapidly rather than gradually over a longer period of time. Simple carbohydrates are often found in packaged or processed foods as table sugar, brown sugar, corn syrup, honey, fruit drinks, soft drinks, and candy. Complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates increase blood glucose levels slowly over a longer period of time, providing a more sustainable source of energy than simple carbohydrates. Healthy, complex carbohydrates can be found in fruits, breads, cereals, grains, milk, and starchy vegetables, potatoes, corn, peas, and squash. An estimated serving size is about the size of the palm of your hand. The general recommendation for carbohydrates is 45 to 65% of total daily caloric intake. Fiber. Fiber can be found in oatmeal, oat bran, nuts and seeds, legumes, whole wheat bread, barley, brown rice, and in most vegetables and fruits. The average American consumes 12 to 15 grams per day, whereas the recommended total fiber intake is 20 to 35 grams per day to aid in digestion and help balance the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. Protein. Proteins are used by our bodies for tissue maintenance, replacement, function, and growth of our muscles. If our body is not getting enough calories from dietary sources or tissue stores, protein may be used for energy. The general recommendation for protein intake is 10 to 35% of total calories, 0.8 to 1.2 grams per kilograms of body weight to meet daily needs. Protein can be found in meats, poultry, fish, legumes, tofu, eggs, nuts, seeds, milk, milk products, and grains. Individuals should focus on lean meats and low-fat milk products to reduce saturated fats. The recommended serving size of meat is the size of a deck of cards and contains about 21 grams of protein. Proteins provide 4 calories per gram. Fats. Fats are a major energy source and help our bodies maintain temperature and protect organs from trauma. Balanced fat intake is essential to maintain energy reserves. Fats can be found in oils, high-fat cuts of meat, baked sweets, whole-fat milk and cream, butter, cheeses, nuts and seeds, avocados, and fish. The general recommendation for fats is 20 to 35% of total calories. Fats provide 9 calories per gram. Trans fats. Trans fats have been linked to coronary heart disease. Intake of these fats should be kept as low as possible. They can be found in small amounts in the fatty parts of meat and milk products and in foods that contain partially hydrogenated oils. Trans fats are typically made from vegetable oils through a process called hydrogenation and are found in foods such as frozen pizzas, frozen pies, cookies, margarine spreads, and other processed foods. Saturated fats. Saturated fats have been linked to coronary heart disease. Saturated fats should make up less than 10% of daily calories. Foods that contain saturated fats are usually solid at room temperature and can be found in high-fat cheeses, high-fat cuts of meat, whole-fat milk, cream, butter, ice cream, and palm and coconut oils. Unsaturated fats. Eating unsaturated fat can reduce your risk for heart disease and improve high-density lipoprotein, good cholesterol, levels. Unsaturated fats are typically liquid at room temperature and include monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. Unsaturated fats typically come from plant sources such as canola oil, olive oil, nuts, seeds, flaxseed, and avocado. Unsaturated fats are also present in fish such as trout, herring, and salmon. 22.12 Sodium. Sodium is a necessary element of our diets. However, high sodium intake raises blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for the nation's leading cause of death, heart disease. Most diets include salt in the form of processed or preserved foods, canned foods, soups, cheeses, and deli meats. On average, Americans consume about 3,400 milligrams of sodium every day. The Dietary Guidelines for Americans recommends that adults limit sodium intake to 2,300 milligrams per day, about 1 teaspoon of table salt. Certain at-risk groups, including those who have high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney disease, should limit their sodium intake to about 1,500 milligrams per day. The best way to ensure a low-sodium diet is to eat whole foods, such as fresh or frozen fruits and vegetables, lean and unprocessed poultry and fish, unsalted nuts, whole grains, and low-fat dairy products, such as skim milk or yogurt. 22.13 Supplements. Dietary supplements may fall into many categories, such as vitamins, minerals, herbs, botanicals, amino acids, or other substances that are sold as pills, powders, bars, packs, gels, drinks, or shakes. Be aware that bodybuilding, performance enhancement, and weight loss products most likely contain undeclared ingredients that may be presented as proprietary blends or delivery systems on the label. These blends do not specify the amount of each ingredient and increase the risk of overdosing on ingredients such as creatine or caffeine. The Food and Drug Administration does not test supplements before they are sold. Look for third-party verification certification labels before purchasing supplement products to be sure they have been tested for purity and/or quality. Note: Airmen on flying status must consult with their flight surgeon before taking supplements. However, all airmen are encouraged to discuss supplement use with their healthcare provider. 22.14 Hydration. The body is made up of about 60% water. We need to drink water to maintain the body's fluid balance, transport nutrients, regulate body temperature, digest food, and assist many of the body's other functions. Consumption requirements differ depending on individual needs, physical activity, body composition, environmental conditions, and other lifestyle conditions. Generally, a total daily water consumption, water, beverages, and food, is 2.7 liters per day for women and 3.7 liters per day for men. Dehydration occurs with fluid losses of greater than 2% of body weight and increases risk for cognitive and mental performance, heat illness, exhaustion, and stroke. Exercise substantially increases fluid loss. Therefore, hydration before, during, and after intense workouts is critical. Note: excess fluid can lead to overhydration, resulting in symptoms such as chills, vomiting, dizziness, disorientation, altered mental status, fatigue, headache, and even death. Try to limit fluids to no more than 6 cups an hour and 48 cups a day. The key with fluid intake is to replace losses and monitor signs and symptoms of under- or overhydration. Sports drinks. While drinking water is generally best for remaining hydrated when engaging in prolonged exercise or physical exertion, a sports drink may be preferred to help replace electrolytes and carbohydrates. Sports drinks, or carbohydrate electrolyte beverages that are designed to hydrate, generally contain a mixture of carbohydrates, sodium, and potassium, which have been shown to improve exercise performance. Caffeine. Caffeine does not hydrate. Caffeine is a stimulant present in a variety of products, including coffee, tea, soda, energy drinks, dietary supplements, over-the-counter medications, and some foods. Caffeine, used in moderation, has been shown to improve cognitive performance in individuals. A cup of coffee typically has 100 milligrams of caffeine. However, caffeine is of an acidic nature and can be harmful if consumed in high doses. Consuming large doses of caffeine, roughly 400 to 500 milligrams at one time, can result in a serious condition known as caffeine intoxication, which can lead to nausea, vomiting, agitation, nervousness, headache, electrolyte imbalances, or worse, life-threatening symptoms. Energy drinks. Energy drinks are not meant to hydrate. The effect of energy drinks on athletic performance is inconsistent. One thing you will find with energy drinks are warnings due to the use of stimulants such as caffeine, green tea extract, guarana seed extract, yerba mate, acacia rigidula, taurine, ginseng, or other proprietary energy boost blends. Proprietary blends can contain novel, untested ingredients along with botanicals, amino acids, proteins, peptides, or extracts. Additionally, vitamins and minerals may be added, leading to excessive intakes. The safest solution for hydration is to avoid energy supplements and learn more about electrolytes and carbohydrate fueling strategies to decide which sport drink, not energy drink, is the best choice. Alcohol. Alcohol does not hydrate. Anything in excess is not a good idea, particularly for alcohol. The dietary guidelines for Americans advise limiting alcohol to 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men. The serving size for beer is 12 ounces, wine is 5 ounces, and 80-proof distilled spirits is 1.5 ounces. The average serving of alcohol generally has about 150 calories and can be a significant contributor to caloric consumption in the diet with no nutritional value. Always exercise good judgment when consuming alcohol, whether or not otherwise restricted by public law or military directive. Alcohol may lead to excess weight gain, increased risk for chronic diseases, osteoporosis, stress injuries, and impaired short and long-term cognitive function. Drinking excessive amounts of alcohol can be harmful to your health and may increase the risk for high blood pressure, liver cirrhosis, and several forms of cancer.